All right, guys, we are in the truck again, which means we are headed off to another home tour. And today we're going to check out Heirloom Farms by Meritage Homes. These are homes that feature a single family residence, townhomes, condos. It's an all-inclusive community that has everything. One of my favorite things about this is the great location. This is in Temecula, right off of Inez. It is close to the mall, it is close to shopping, you are close to the freeway. It is one of the best locations. It's walking distance to Harveston, which if you've seen any of those videos, we absolutely love Harveston because of all that it offers with the lake that you can explore and fish in and boat on. So it's a great community. I really love this place. And when it comes to tax rate here, we're at 1.6 to 1.7%. So it's right in the mid-range. The price points are great. These are starter homes all the way up to single family homes. So you're going to really love the price point here. And I love the amenities that you get with the HOA. So the HOA, depending on which one you're living in, is anywhere from $145 a month to $280 a month. And that's going to include park, pool, clubhouse. There's even a zip line, and just overall a really beautiful community that has views out to the west facing mountains, which means you get some awesome sunset views from some of these lots. I can't wait to show them off to you guys. Let's go check them out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and today we are here to explore Crimson at Heirloom Farms by Meritage Homes. This is a community of single family homes, condos, townhomes, and today at Crimson, we're checking out the attached townhomes. This is a great starter price point with an HOA of $280 a month that gives you access to pool, clubhouse, parks, zip line. There's tons to do here. I can't wait to show it off to you. Let's check it out. First, we will start with the Crimson Plan 1. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,504 square foot model. Again, these are attached townhomes, so a 2-story townhome, 3 bedrooms upstairs. You're sharing a common wall, at least with a neighbor, but these are some great floor plans. Let's head in and check them out. One of the features every time I point out here inside of Meritage Homes are the spray foam insulation. As you head into the laundry room here, you'll get to check it out. As you look up, you'll see that the entire inside of the home is filled with spray foam insulation. It expands to fill the gaps, reducing the space for air to get in and out, so it helps to keep the cool air in, the warm air out, as well as it's an extra barrier of protection against pests because there's less room for an insect to get in or out. I think it's an awesome feature. Next up, we've got the Crimson Plan 2. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,714 square foot, 2-story attached townhome. I think you're really gonna love this one, especially with the 4th bedroom. Let's check it out. welcome inside. As you come in here, you walk straight into one of my favorite features of this home, which is the downstairs open concept floor plan. We've got the dining area as well as the kitchen and the living area. They all work well together, so if you're doing anything downstairs, you're included in all the action and you don't have guests feeling like they're missing out. Into the master retreat here. This is actually one of my favorite features of these homes because this is 4 bedrooms all packed upstairs, but this master suite is completely separate from them. So you're not sharing a common wall with the rest of the bedrooms, which means extra privacy for mom and dad and away from the guests. So now that you've checked out Crimson at Heirloom Farms and seen the beautiful homes there built by Meritage, now it's time to break down exactly what you can find inside of the community as far as amenities go. So as we mentioned, this community is super unique because there's 3 different builds going on in there. You've got the single family homes, you've got the townhomes, you've got the condos. They're all built in there together, but you share all of these amenities together. So there is an amazing clubhouse. You've seen the photos of the beautiful pool that they've got there, pool and spa. Let's talk about the schools because if you're a family moving in there with kids, that's probably of importance to you. So for your elementary school, assigned currently is Isabel Barrett Elementary School, James L. Day Middle School, and Chaparral High School. You can get all of the rankings and the scores for those found on greatschools.org. That is a great resource to check out exactly the up-to-date resources and scores for each of those schools. So the next question is what is on everybody's mind. What do these homes actually cost? What are they going to cost you? And I'm always careful here because I do want to put out there, I'm going to tell you the prices as of today. However, those do change with every single phase release. So if this is your first time buying a new construction home, just be aware that these change with every different phase release. So in each different phase, there may be anywhere from 3 to 10 homes that are released, and there could be 10 to 20 phases in every community that are built out. And so they sell through that first block, and then they move to the next phase, and then they move to the next phase. And each phase can increase prices by $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the market conditions. So we'll give you the pricing as of today, but heads up, that can absolutely change as you get deeper into those phases. Now what you really want to know, what are the prices here at Crimson? So for the Plan 1 at Crimson, that is at $574,000. And for the Plan 2, that one is actually at $592,000. So again, this is actually still under the median home price for Temecula, so you've still got a really great buy at a great price point in a great location with all the awesome amenities that come along with it. I want to share with you my 2 pros to the community and 2 things that you should actually be looking out for when it comes to purchasing a home here. First pro is the location. You've heard me say it a little bit, but you hear it in real estate all the time. Location, location, location. This one is as close as you can get to access to the freeways. It is just a short drive because there are some parts in Temecula that you could take 10 or 15 minutes just to get to the freeway before you even enter the freeway traffic that we get here in the Temecula Valley. So that is something that you absolutely get to take advantage of because it's just a quick jump onto the freeway. You're already close to shopping, you're already close to restaurants, and in fact, some of the best restaurants in the area are right down the street, so the location is an absolute pro. The next pro is the price point. Again, I've mentioned that this is below the median home price for the area in Temecula, so you're getting a really great buy and a great location, which those two don't often cross each other, but they do here in this case. Now, two things that you should actually be looking out for here within the community are just some points that I want to bring up. Because it is an all-inclusive community with single-family homes, some townhomes, and some condos, it does make things a little bit tighter, and with that comes a smaller lot size. So if you are looking for a gigantic backyard where you can put in a pool and have a gigantic swing set for the kids, all of that, this is probably not the location for you, because these are much smaller lot sizes. Sure, you could probably drop a spa or maybe a smaller swing set or something like that into one of these backyards, but it's not going to be a very large space. And last but not least, I will mention that parking is a little bit tight within the community. So on the single family side of things, you don't have a full driveway. So you're going to either park your cars inside of your garage, or you're going to be parking your cars out on the street. So no driveways exist within the community, which means that parking can be a little bit difficult, especially if you're a family with a few teenage drivers in the family. It might be hard to park everybody within the community. So just wanted to give you an honest and fair shake at things. Those are a few things that you should be looking out for here in the community. Now let's talk about upgrades. So when it comes to buying new construction, you always have to be careful of the upgrades. That's actually where we tell you all the time that you are going to get caught. You go through that beautiful model home, you fall in love, and then you get to the sales office and they go, by the way, everything you just saw is absolutely an upgrade. If you want a beautiful home like that, it's gonna cost you another $20, $30, $40, $50,000, whatever it may be. But what I absolutely love about this community and this builder is that most of what you've seen inside of there, aside from some of the designer touches, some of the accent walls and pieces like that, those things are included. So basically what you see there in the model is pretty much what you're going to get, which is a great feature because they're not going to nickel and dime you with all the upgrades there at the end. So the vinyl plank flooring that you saw, that is included. The countertops that you saw, that is included. The cabinets, that is included. The backsplash, all of those things are included, and they're not gonna nickel and dime you to death on upgrades, which means what you see is what you get. Take out the model home furniture, and that's the home that you're gonna be purchasing. So I really love that about this builder because I feel like they're just upfront and honest. There are other builders that make beautiful model homes, and again, at the end of the day, they just try to take it all away from you in order to get the prices that we just talked about, and then they want to add on and do all those upgrades. So that's definitely a pro here to the community as well. Another piece to touch on here is in California, it's actually mandatory for new construction homes to come equipped with solar. So from the area, solar is a huge thing here. Most homes are starting to be upgraded with solar because it is a big energy saver here in the area. So that is something that's actually required with these homes. Now they come automatically with a lease from Sun Power, meaning that you will make a monthly lease payment to have those panels on the home. They will generate electricity and keep that electric bill down to a very minimum. But you do also have the option to purchase that. And if you purchase it, you can actually roll that into the sales price of the home, and that just goes into the monthly payment of the home price. So that's kind of an option that you get, whether you lease it or buy it, that's completely up to you. When it comes to a lease though, keep in mind that it's for a fixed period of time, and at the end of that lease, those panels come off. And with a purchase, if you're buying that, that means you've purchased it, you own it, it stays there forever. The one caveat that I would say to that is the lease, they're gonna take them away, the purchase, they stay there forever, but let's go 20, 30 years down the road, what does the solar technology actually look like? So it may be completely changed, so it might not be a bad deal for them to come take those panels off the roof and allow for you to opt into a new solar program some point down the road. Whereas if you purchase it, you've already paid the bill for it, you could still remove that from the top of the roof and upgrade solar later on down the road. So just some things to keep in mind. Sales rep will walk you through that, or we can help advise you on some of those pieces when it comes to solar, but just keep in mind that that is an additional monthly cost for you that you have to come to expect with any new build in California. One thing that I absolutely have to tell you about buying a new construction home, whether it's this build or another, is you need to choose your representation. By that, I mean you need to choose a real estate agent to go in with you to represent you throughout the sale. What we see all the time is people start the process, they want to go out and see those model homes, and what happens is they walk into the sales office without representation, and actually what we find is that most home builders will require that if you don't have an agent with you right on that initial visit, that you've lost the representation ability, and now you're dealing directly with the sales office by yourself. So I kind of always liken that to a divorce attorney. If you're getting a divorce, you're probably not going to use your spouse's same attorney in that scenario, right? You want your own representation to make sure that you are fairly represented throughout the process. So it is very important for this new build or any new build that if you are looking at these, you need to call a real estate agent and have them accompany you on that very first trip out there. If they do not, it is very likely that you're going to be dealing directly with the sales office on your own. And again, they're commissioned by the builder, working for the builder to sell homes for the builder, and they're just bringing you along into the process. So make sure that you contact that real estate agent, us, and have you go through that so that we can make sure that we are representing you. We can walk you through all the ins and the outs, and again, help represent you fairly so that the builder is held responsible. Now let's talk about financing. So this is another little tip that I give most buyers when it comes to buying new construction is when you're working with a real estate agent, most of them are gonna say, let's get you pre-approved, get you talking to a lender, and that is absolutely the first step in any process. We don't want you out there looking at homes that you can't afford and you fall in love with something and you find out at the end of the day that due to whatever circumstance, you're not able to afford it. So that is absolutely the right first step. However, when it comes to new construction, you've already got that lender that you may have talked to if you were out looking at other homes as well. But when it comes to new construction, you're going to have to be pre-qualified with the builder's lender before you ever enter a contract. So be prepared that even if you're pre-qualified somewhere else, you're going to have to pre-qualify with this lender. Now here's where the catch comes in. The builder is going to offer you incredible incentives to use their lender. Now these can be in the form of closing costs, rate buy downs, all sorts of incentives, including appliances, things like that. And I'm just going to tell you that even though I've got some great lending partners here in the area, when it comes to new construction, it's almost impossible for them to beat whatever the builder's lender is going to offer. Now, I think you're gonna get much better service if you bring in your own lender because it's just a more personalized experience and they feel like they have to earn your business. When it comes to the new construction side of things, they kind of know that they're basically just forcing you to use it because of the incentives you're getting. The service level falls off, but at the end of the day, if you're getting $10,000, $15,000 worth of incentives, it might be worth the little rocky communication that may come from the builder's lender. So be prepared, even if you're coming in with your own lender, you will qualify with the builder's lender. And again, at the end of the day, it's probably going to be worth it to use that lender in order to get all of those incentives. So that is it for our breakdown of the Heirloom Farms community built by Meritage Homes. They're great homes. Again, you've got a great all-inclusive community that allows you to start with a condo, work your way to a townhouse, into a single family home. It's an awesome community full of some great amenities, as we've mentioned, and a great location. So I hope that you enjoyed today's content. If you did, hit that like button. If you have any questions about moving to the Temecula Valley, about these specific homes, about what it looks like to purchase new construction here in the Temecula Valley, leave a comment below. We will get back to you right away, I promise. We want to be as responsive as possible, even if it's just getting you some updated pricing on where prices stand today and what you can expect with the new build process. And as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future community tour videos. We've got neighborhood spotlights, community tours, let you know all about moving to the Temecula Valley. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time.